Just loading. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mason here, back here with another football stream. I'm back, and it is the last day of 2022. So we thought, why not review Manchester United's 2022? Obviously, it's not been the greatest year for Manchester United. I mean, it's been like this since Mourinho's left anyway. But I'm joined by Zidane. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Obviously, ready to get this year out of the way. Um, but yeah, Manchester United 2022. It's been drama in it, bro. Loads of drama in it and poor results. But yeah, it's not been the greatest year for Manchester United. Let's be real here. It's not been great since Mourinho left, to be honest, in my opinion. But what's your opinion on the year of Manchester United?
Um, Disgrace. That's the word. That's the word I can put it. It's been Man United. I always describe Man United as being a bit of a maze. Always
Mm,
going around in circles. Can't find where we are. And that's Man United in a nutshell for you. A lot of people think we're turning in the right direction. I
mm,
am at a point where I'm not falling for any tricks until we get new
mm.
owners, mate. As far as I'm concerned, the club's still in a massive mess, and it is. It's a
Yeah,
fact.
absolutely.
And, and yeah, I'm not getting hyped over any win or nothing like that anymore. I'm done past that, mate. I
Yeah,
just want
yeah,
that ship, and yeah, I just want the new owners.
yeah. Well, absolutely. I think the owners are. I think in August when we got it was a couple players. I was not convinced by this, um,
Yep.
and I think we've seen the owners already in January. They haven't done well. They haven't done well. They've just lost out on Cody Gapco, and now we're not getting Jao. I don't know if we're getting Jao Felix. So and you know, we just run poorly, absolutely poorly by owners who do not know what to do. You know, so and as soon as we get new owners, I think this club could be turned around. You're looking at what's happened to Arsenal. They got new owners now, and look what they're doing. They're doing bits. They're getting players in, and they're literally on the top of the league. You got Man City, who've got they're always winning the Premier League. Newcastle in the top four, you know, with Eddie Howe. There's us who's struggling to get Cody Gapco, who was 40 million, under a team that who are our rivalries. So it's an absolute disgrace.
Oh, big time. And Arsenal, mate. If Arsenal win the league, dude, I'm gonna be so upset. I can't stand that fan base.
It's going to be horrible, isn't it? Arsenal win the league. What a crazy turnaround it's been. You know, Arsenal winning the league. Like, imagine if you asked me last season if Arsenal would get even to the top four, I'd be saying you're having a laugh. I'm not. I wasn't convinced with Arsenal, but with us, people have been telling me, "Are we going to even get top four?" Personally, for me, at the moment, it looks like it. But again, with the January window, it will not happen. We need to replace a striker. Because Martial, let's be real here. After watching today, I like Martial. I rate him, but is he the striker that's going to carry us all season? No.
He's not it. He's not it. And people could. This is the thing about this fan base I've noticed. Before, oh, we desperately needed a midfielder. Then, oh, we need a striker. We need the whole fucking lot. Let's be real here. We need the striker and we need the midfielders, mate. The Ericsson guy in the pivot does not work.
No, it doesn't.
We've seen it many games. He's not. He can't play there. I'm sorry to say that. We need midfielders as well. People say, oh, well, we need a striker. Well, we need a midfielder as well. And we
Yeah,
need a right back.
yeah, we
But
need a right back definitely
oh, because of course, Wan-Bissaka is a bit decent now. They're gonna say, "Oh, let's give him another chance." I've seen tweets. I've seen
yeah,
tweets, And
Ridiculous, isn't it? Like people slag him off now because he has two good performances. They're gonna rate him. Look, I'm not a big fan of Wan-Bissaka. Look great on him to have two good games, but you think now his value's going up now. People are gonna buy him. He's not been great. He's not. Ten Hag doesn't want him. The thing is, Ten Hag doesn't even want him. I don't think Ten Hag wants him. I think Ten Hag at the moment is like, well, Maguire. He hasn't got Martinez at the moment, so he's played Luke Shaw at centre back, which has actually been better than playing Harry Maguire. He's played Malasey at left back. Who's got to play at right back? He's got no other choice to play Wan-Bissaka, because obviously Dalot got injured at the World Cup. So for people, if people are going to say, well, why is Ten Hag picking him? Because we've got no choice. We've got no choice,
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that.
And the thing is, people will say, yeah, but he had a choice for the centre back. Why did he put Luke Shaw at centre back? He doesn't want Maguire. He sure doesn't want Maguire, because if he wanted Maguire, he would have put Maguire straight in. What Ole used to do when Maguire or Lindelof was injured and they came back from the injury after one training session, they'd go back straight in the team. With Ten Hag, Maguire's been ill and Maguire's been on the bench. That's the thing. And, I think under Ten Hag, and even Rashford's been on the bench today. Rashford went on the bench for being an hour late at training.
Yeah.
That shows you that we've been saying that me and you and loads of other people who's been on the streams have been saying we need a ruthless manager. We need that manager who will not play these players, who will not have favouritism, who will drop these players if they play wrong. We're seeing a manager who's literally dropped Rashford, who's in the form of, I know you don't rate Rashford. I personally don't. I've never have, but he's playing well at the moment, of course. Dropped him for today's game, while he's in the form because he was late. Now that shows you that we have a manager who is ruthless, which we haven't had since probably Jose Mourinho. So,
I just think Ole was the down barrel between the realists like me and you. I think he was so bad and soft that, you say Ten Hag's ruthless. For me, I think it should be expectation of a manager to drop someone that's been out. It shows discipline. I think that's I think that should be the expectation, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, he doesn't rate Maguire. He doesn't rate Wan-Bissaka. I personally, he doesn't rate them. It was McTominay on the bench today.
I'm not too sure. No, I don't think he was.
Really?
I think it was
What to McTominay.
I don't know. I don't know if he's injured or not. He played what game was it? The Burnley game. I know he played the Burnley game and hasn't played since. So I don't know if he's got injured or not. I know Fred's been on. Fred's obviously played today. Donny's come on. But I have no clue with McTominay. Unless
I don't like how he's obsessing with this Bruno guy, man. It really frustrates me.
He had a stink of a game today. Again,
yeah,
this is the thing about Bruno. He has that moment where he can show it, but then this is the thing. He needs to be consistent. I want a player who wants to be consistent. We've seen this season, Martinez has been consistent since obviously the Brentford game. We've seen, I think De Gea has been consistent. I think apart from the Brentford game, wasn't it? De Gea has been consistently well. Casemiro has been absolutely brilliant. Not even had one bad game, I don't think, yet. We need players. Players can play consistent. Yes, they're going to have one bad game. I get that. But to do it every so often, you can't keep having that one game every so often and thinking, yeah, this and that. And people say he played well for the World Cup. Listen, it's the World Cup. This is Manchester United now. And even if he is playing well for Portugal, why is he not doing that for Manchester United? It's ridiculous, and that's why I think we need to play. And like you said, we needed to get another midfielder, and then maybe try Eriksen in that pivot, because I know Eriksen could play Cam, and I think he would maybe be better in Cam Eriksen than Bruno. But obviously, Ten Hag rates Bruno. I don't know why, but I think Bruno's the only choice at the moment, unfortunately, which is a shame.
Yeah, mate. So, we need Dude, this January window, we're missing out a big opportunity, man. That's why I wanted that takeover to happen before Jan or in Jan, because Arsenal might strengthen. Arsenal will strengthen. Man City, maybe they might go for a player. Liverpool will sign probably another player. Chelsea doing good. Newcastle as well.
Yeah,
And who are we gonna
Newcastle.
get? You can have fucking loan deals, bro.
Loan deals,
Yeah,
yeah. I was going to say, João Felix on loan is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
and
Like,
apparently his
well, Manchester
wages are too
United.
big,
Well,
dude.
Manchester United.
Mason. Apparently his wages are too big. But how many didn't we get Ronaldo off the books?
Yeah, we have
So what's
Ronaldo who was on 400k. We've got De Gea who's on like 300k, I think. Rashford's on big wages. Loads of players on big wages. Ridiculous. Absolutely
man?
ridiculous. Absolutely is, and that's what I mean. Sooner we get this onus done, the sooner we're going to get back to hopefully the old ways. You know, this has been happening for years. We've all been saying this has been happening for years. This has been happening since Fergie was still here. You remember
Yeah.
Fergie was just lucky enough to get us top place every time before he left, or at least tried to get top place. But then as soon as the cracks was obviously since Fergie left, I think everyone soon realised it was getting worse and worse and worse. And we're getting to this point now where it's getting to a point now where it's ridiculous that we've got Cody Gakpo, who said he clearly wanted to come to Manchester United in the summer, gone to our biggest rivalry, Liverpool, for 40 million. And Enzo Fernandez is now going to Chelsea. We're in a top four, right? And this is the thing. We're in the top four race. The thing is, we're now fourth, 1 point over Spurs. But the thing is Chelsea are getting Enzo Fernandez. You've got Liverpool going to go get Cody Gakpo. Who are we getting to try and build our team stronger to get top four? What, João Felix or no?
It'll probably be Memphis Depay, and if that happens, that's so underwhelming.
Memphis Depay, like we always are linked with Memphis Depay. That's the annoying thing. We always are somehow linked with Memphis Depay, which annoys me because
I think
he wasn't even that. He's not even been that great Barca, let alone he wasn't good for us. So I think it's just a bit annoying, you know. But also we're gonna go on about the game. We'll go on about the game today, and then we'll just go on about the three managers that we've had because two managers, sorry, because Ole wasn't the manager in 2022. I forgot. I felt like ages ago that he was sacked. But let's talk about today's game because we got that 1-0 win. But that second half, so this is why we'll never be in the top four. Right? We'll scrape top four, but we'll never win the Premier. Second half. Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. Dreadful second half. Yeah, am I back?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, dreadful second half, but the first half we wasn't playing bad. And that's what my point is. Our squad depth is terrible, and
awful, man.
Awful. And you can see in that second half why. And I'm sorry to say this, guys, but and this is why Glazers are idiots. You're paying 80, and this is why I'm fuck the Glazers. 80 million for Harry Maguire, 50 million for Wan-Bissaka. You paid 100 million for Anthony, who today was awful again. Like he's young, I get that, but I'm saying I wanted Anthony, but the man couldn't even do a simple one-play pass. It was just absolutely terrible. But Rashford, of course, got the goal, but it did feel like today was individual brilliance in that second half. But what was your thoughts on the Fulham? Was it Fulham? No, Wolves game. Sorry, did you say Fulham then?
It was a typical Man United performance. I watched it. I watched the first half. A bit like it was lackluster.
Mm.
I think Casemiro was solid.
Oh, yeah, of
I think
course.
Anthony
I
was
think,
poor. Maybe he is a bit one-dimensional, but I still think he needs some time. I'll give
yeah,
him time. Martial was shocking, and Ericsson was awful. It wasn't. It wasn't a great. It wasn't a great match. I didn't get any excitement from it. You know, we didn't create a lot of chances.
yeah.
I mean, how many chances do we have really? Anthony, that header just before
Should have
half
scored that.
time.
Should
Yeah,
have
he should have
scored
done
that.
better with that.
I think
Yeah,
him and Martial should have also scored that header too before, just a second before that. So
yeah, he missed the header, isn't it? And
yeah,
yeah, all in all, I don't think it was a good match, mate. What's your thoughts? Do you think it
I,
was good?
I agree with you. I personally think compared to the Forest game, we played really. It was a bit of a downgrade. I think the first half, I don't think we were too bad, and the second half, we just went in there. We just wasn't that
Yeah,
great, apart from the goal and the second goal we nearly scored. That was obviously caught offside. But look, I agree with you. I don't think it was a great game. Um, I'm not blaming. I don't think it's the manager's fault. I think it's I think today it's the players' fault. Again, I think it's the players. But I think also he needs to do is he needs to try and honestly, I don't know with today. I think the first half, Ten Hag's tactics was fine. Second half, it wasn't great. Do I think there's a change in with the tactics? I personally think there is, but with that second half, it wasn't that great and it wasn't working. And and Wolves. The thing about Wolves is, I think what he should have done different is Wolves are more of a defensive side. They're not good attackingly, so I think maybe we should have been a little bit more attacking, maybe a bit more ruthless. You know what I mean? Because or a bit more pressing. Because Wolves are not an attacking team. We know that they've got a rubbish attack. I mean, for God's sake, they've got Diego Costa, who's how old is he? Like 30,
yeah,
late 30s, something like that.
yeah,
And defensively, they're not the greatest. So I think maybe he should have been a little bit more attacking, a little bit more ruthless. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest game. But look, I'll take the win, but it's not the greatest performance to end 2022. But you know, and then that's the thing. I think we are. This is what I said in my when everyone started getting hyped with all the wings. We are going to see cracks. Unfortunately, we are going to see cracks down that line where we're going to see poor performance, then wins and poor performance. Because this is Manchester United. We're probably the most out of the top 6 teams. We're the most inconsistent team. We go from good runs to having shit runs. We have it all the time, and I think you're seeing Arsenal are being consistent now. Man City before the Everton game were being more consistent. You have to be more consistent, and Manchester United just not consistent with their win. So I thought today was before, though. I would agree with you on that.
yeah, yeah.
But what do you think of Ten Hag? Because obviously last time we spoke, it was the Ronaldo stream, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
what do you think Ten Hag has brought to this team? Do you think he's done well for what he's done? You know, with a really a thin paper squad. But what's your thoughts on his Well, he
Um,
finished his stream, so yeah. What's your thoughts?
my honest opinion, I'm. The thing is, mate, I put out a tweet and said, if there's better managers available, and with the takeover looming, I'd go for them. So Tuchel or Enrique. I don't have an attachment to this guy, like a lot of people do. In terms of improving the team, I have seen a bit of change, but we still don't play good. The only team that we played good for 90 minutes was the Tottenham game. And he's doing what he should be doing, but dude, let's be real here. Are we is there been improvement? I know we've lost one in 16, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm I'm waiting until the end of the season to make my judgment. For me, I said the target of him should be to win trophy this year
In top four, yeah.
because we're on a 5-year trophy. My target for you is to win a trophy, and dude, I think, yeah, mate, my stance is still the same, Mason, as before. I mean, if he does win a trophy this season and he shows me signs and stuff like that, then yeah, mate, fairs. But there's nothing more I can say on that, really, man.
Yeah, I understand. So yeah, I agree. I think he needs to win the trophy. I think we're still in what we're in, still in the Carabao Cup, win the
Yeah.
quarterfinals of that. The FA Cup we'll see got coming up. We've got the what was it? I don't know what it's called. Round something to do with Europa League. We've got Barcelona next. It's basically round 32, kind of weird.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, we're not going to win the Premier League. We're fighting top four of that. So I agree. We need a trophy. Am I confident? Hopefully, we get a trophy. I mean, it's hard, really. It's hard because I've tried to be confident in the past, and it's not ended up anywhere. Obviously, I think until we get to a final of a cup competition, cup competition, and if I see something different compared to the Europa League final that we last played in, that was the last final we played, then I might have some more confidence. But if we're just going to play the same as we did in the Europa League final, I'm going to have no confidence at all because the way we played in that Europa League final, when was it? A couple of years ago, last year, wasn't it? Last year
Yeah.
was stupid. Was absolutely ridiculous. It was poor, defensive, against a defensive Villarreal team that we didn't even try and break. It's ridiculous. So I want to see a change of play in that final. If we do get to a final, I want to see something different compared to that Europa League final. But if we don't, there is no confidence. But also,
No, I
Ralph,
agree.
let's not forget about Ralph Rangnick. That was also a dumb decision, and I agree
Awful.
with Ronaldo of what he said in Piers Morgan. I wasn't the biggest fan of the interview, like I said, but I did agree with half the things he said. I'm not that kind of person who's going to shit on Ronaldo. I'm just going to say this right now. I think he was right about the Glazers, and he was right about Ralph. He's not a manager. He wasn't a manager. He's more of a upper staff.
He's a
So
disgrace. Ralph. Appointing Ralph was the biggest waste of time that idiot Murta could have done. Such a waste of time, man. The
absolutely,
guy, I don't even want to mention him, man. And then I see some people say they want him back if when the takeover happens. I wouldn't want him anywhere near United. In terms of a DOF, yeah, he done good at Leipzig, but they didn't win a title there at Leipzig. I mean, if we're talking about the other directors of football, we're talking Louis Campos, who's won a title with Monaco, title with Lille, Beppe Marotta, who was at Inter and Juventus, won titles there. The guy, Ralph Rangnick's basically a DOF that promotes young players. That's the model. Get young players and sell them for a high extortionate fee. That's it. And in terms of him at United, awful guy, awful manager, man. Didn't know what he was
yeah,
doing. But yeah, that was
absolutely.
my take.
So yeah, it was agree. Awful. Um, didn't get top four, jinxed it. Lost to Arsenal 3-1. That was embarrassing. Nearly losing to Norwich. Listen, I know Norwich are my home team. I've already said they were the first ever game I went to against Stoke,
Yeah.
but it's still Norwich. They're shit in the Premier League. They're shit right now, to be honest, because they're like ninth in the Championship, but still. No offense, Norwich. I love you. You're my home team. I went to the game. Don't worry, but still. No, listen. It was disgraceful. The performances, but no, I got to give credit to Ronaldo. He pretty much saved us on two occasions against
Yeah,
Tottenham and against Thing. Obviously, would I wish Ronaldo had a better farewell? Absolutely. I think some people are a bit salty. I'm going to be honest. I have said dissed him a little bit, but I think he is a legend, and I don't think his reputation, from my point of view, is he's still a legend for me personally because you can't take that away from him because yes, he might. I don't think he was bad last season, but he was working in a poor squad, and I think also this season, the way we've played, he obviously hasn't fit, and you know, stuff has happened with him. And I think we should have sold him in the summer, personally, but we didn't. But I think he's a legend in the club. But yeah, he literally saved us in that Tottenham. We nearly got top four because of him, with that Tottenham game and the Norwich game. So I think that was, I wish he got a better farewell. I'm going to be completely honest. I wish he was sold in January or summer, said goodbye and leave on a better note. But he's obviously, if you don't know, guys, he's obviously now at I can't remember what club it is, but it's a Saudi club basically. So he's there right now, which I'm not going to get for the point of view because we're not talking about that club, but my wishes go to him. But yeah, obviously 2022 has been a horrible year. One of the worst Manchester United Premier League performances of all time. We got 6th place in June or May. We got the lowest points tally, worse than Moyes. It was worse than Moyes, guys, and that's saying something because Moyes was not the greatest manager. And here he is, also another Man U fan. Chair. Oh, there he is. It's Davey.
You're telling me.
I thought John Cena was there for a second. You couldn't see him.
We say.
What are you saying? How you doing, bro?
I'm good.
We were just talking about Manchester United's year so far. Just talking about what's Ten Hag. We're talking about the Glazers. I know you want to say your piece about the Glazers in a minute, so I'm just going to finish this and then we'll let you speak because obviously you're here. But yeah, as I was saying, I think we've had what a crap year it's been. We were talking about the lowest point tally we've had in the Premier League. The start of the season was very poor, losing 4-0 to Brentford and 2-1 to Brighton. So, and then obviously last season we lost, 3-0, 4-0 against Liverpool, 4-0 against Brighton. So it's been not the greatest year. But I want to get to you though, Davey. Obviously, we're going to talk about the Glazers. We're going to talk about the Glazers because you obviously just arrived. What's your thing? What's your point on the Glazers? Let's hear your rant about it.
The Glazers,
yeah,
they've got a goal, man. It's as simple as that. Like, I'm so glad they're selling the club. And David Ornstein the other day, he even spiced things up by saying that it's going to happen very soon, and it's going to be like a seismic moment in United's history. So we've got to be excited. I think hopefully the Saudis come in. Hopefully they splash the cash and that, give Ten Hag whatever he wants because Ten Hag is going to build a super team. I'm telling you, Zidane. I've been seeing your tweets. Like I don't know why do you not?
Hopefully get sacked.
Huh?
Hopefully he gets sacked so I can get Enrique or Tuchel.
Zidane, what, bruv? You see this Ronaldo guy? He's blinded you, bro. I'm telling you. But do you see that the Ronaldo situation and even the Rashford situation, yeah, just proves that we have a proper coach. We just need proper structure upstairs. That's it. Like the Glazers, they got a goal, man. I'm telling you. And then, yeah, just give Ten Hag what he wants because you see the football we're playing now, yeah. Everyone's saying like we're playing good football. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Like even though let's be real.
We weren't great today, though. We weren't great today.
Yeah, not today. We weren't great, but like at home when we played like Spurs, Nottingham Forest. Teams like that, we dominate the games, we play some good football, and that's signs of how Ten Hag is going to implement his style of play in this team, innit? And that's just shades of what Ten Hag is going to bring to this team because once he gets his players, because if we had a striker, if we get a striker in January, I think that's top 4 done. I'm being real. Because we create so many chances. We weren't creating these chances under Rangnick, Oli. Like, we were so pragmatic, but now we're cohesive unit. We defend as a team. We attack as a team. We press as a team. Like the pressing triggers as well. Like I don't know, people don't notice it. And Martial, very underrated player. Wait, look, I'm going off topic, but yeah.
Yeah, you can go on about it. You can go on about it.
Places they I think they're gone before.
Yeah.
Like,
who do you think the owners are going to be? Just in your
I don't
opinion.
know. Hopefully it's not Jim Ratcliffe because he's English and he's probably going to bring like Gary Neville and them man to the club. I don't want that, innit?
Oh, Gary Neville. Oh.
I want proper footballers, footballing people, like get me, what's his name? That Paul Mitchell. Get me Paul Mitchell, man, because his eye for talent is a madness. Like what he went to He was director of football at Southampton when Poch was there. He's director of football at Monaco now. Or I think we're linked with someone called Edwards. I think he used to scout for Liverpool as well. So yeah, it's looking good, man. But obviously 2022, this is a 2022 review. There's been 2 halves to 2022. First half was last season. Second half was this season. Last season was shit. I didn't even want to watch the games, even under Ragnick. Oli, well, that wasn't 2022, but it was in the same season, right?
Yeah.
We played shit football. This season, the first 2 games were atrocious, but I wasn't really blaming the manager. I was just really I'm not saying it was the fault that we lost, but it shows the lack of quality in it, because Ten Hag he wanted to play his brand of football in them games, but now he's had to adapt to a transitional team in it. So we're in transition. Because the first 2 games, the reason why we lost is because we were so open. Well, I didn't watch the Brighton game, but against Brentford, we were so open. We tried to play football in it, but then it didn't work because Brentford are a physical team. They're onto you. The pressing is mad. And then the next game, what was it, against Liverpool? He put on McTominay. I don't rate McTominay, but McTominay, he played well in his first couple of games, but then he just fell off. But he's a shit footballer, so it's not surprising, it. But yeah,
because you used to. Let's be real, we both sat on him a bit, but I've seen your Instagram. You're getting a bit excited with him now, aren't you? You're liking his form.
That just shows. No. I'm not a reactionary person, innit? I haven't rated Rashford since 1920, right? Even when he was banging in goals in the 2021 season, I didn't rate him. Didn't rate his performances. But now we're seeing a different Rashford, and that's because we actually got a coach. And
he ain't fooling me.
Huh? Did he bag goals in 2020?
Rashford ain't fooling me, man. He ain't fooling me.
No, but I'm not talking about just his goals, his overall performances. He's keeping the ball better, taking on players, Even Bruno, I don't rate that. Today he was shit, but other games he's been all right. He's not even scoring or assisting, yet he's playing better because we're actually playing in a team. And we don't have to rely on his goals and assists. But I think Bruno is playing his best football ever in a United shirt. Yeah, but it just shows that once you have a proper structure, when you get a proper coach, then you can play football. Even Wan-Bissaka, I think...
Still got to get rid of him.
We need to get rid of him. Wan-Bissaka's shit, yeah. But the structure, Ten Hag makes players look good, bro. You get me? He's made Wan-Bissaka look good, and he's a shit player. I don't rate him.
Even make Luke Shaw, left centre back, look fucking world class next to Varane.
Yeah.
But it's fair. But obviously, I think I said to Zidane, under this owners, we'll never get the success like we did back in the day. And I think this has been happening since Fergie. This is happening since before Fergie retired. We saw the cracks, but I think people realised as soon as we started getting outside top 4 places, people realised that the cracks were definitely going down because of the owners, and I think people realise that now. But there is some, and what annoys me, right? And I'm going to say so right now: the people that buy the shirts, buy the things, and go to the games. Okay, if you're a season ticket, fair enough. But if you're going to go and buy a ticket for Manchester United and you're talking shit to the owners, you're just contradicting yourself. You're basically saying, yeah, fuck you, Glazers, but here you go, have my money. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I think some of those fans are absolutely annoying,
They're clowns.
If I went to a game, I'd be going to the Norwich. I'd be going to the Norwich Stadium. Because who's that going to? Mainly the Norwich people. I ain't going to fucking Manchester United. No. So I personally think that those fans are a bit contradicting themselves. But
Bridge is a disgrace.
No, I don't listen to
Oldbridge.
I do not listen.
Dude, mate, if anyone's seen my tweets, David, I don't know if you've seen my tweets about about what you said about Ten Hag, man. You wouldn't want new owners if they sacked Ten Hag. I reversed it.
I wouldn't.
I said, okay. No, okay, listen, hear me out. All right, hear me out. Let me flip it. So if Dubai, Saudi, or Qatar owners wanted to come in and sack Ten Hag, you would reject them?
No, I wouldn't reject them because of that, but I wouldn't agree with the sacking of Ten Hag because he hasn't even had a full season yet.
Yeah, Mark saying he wouldn't want them. That's what he said. He wouldn't want new owners if they sacked Ten Hag. That was the whole point in the tweet. And then
he'd rather stick with the Glazers then. That's weird.
Yeah, people know, but when I said that in a tweet, people were attacking me, saying, trying to flip it on me when it wasn't about me. It was about Goldbridge, saying, "Oh, you don't like Ten Hag." I said, "Dude, can you read? It wasn't. It's not about me. It's about what Goldbridge said." And people are trying to come at me. I mean, the Matrix, man. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but Dan, you do attack Ten Hag a lot, and let's be real, it's because of Ronaldo, the way he treated Ronaldo.
So hard.
For God's sake, man.
Nice, dude.
If Ronaldo was starting week in, week out, you'd love Ten Hag. You'd back him, bro. I know that for a fact. But because he's been dropped, he's actually shown who's boss. Yeah, you're not backing him. I'm being dead serious.
I can't.
Like you said, Zidane, like I think you're part of that LUHD code. You lot just successful. Like it's successful FIFA, bro. It takes time.
No, I'm not. Listen, dude, I'm a person of. I just want what's best for the club, man. My self-interest is the best of the club. Whether it's the best manager available, best DOF, best players, that's me, mate. So if there's better managers available and we get new owners, mate. Say for example we get the Dubai owners and there's best managers available. I want to win a title and champion. I want us to compete at the top. So I want the best available. That's just me. I view it.
Don't you think Ten Hag will take us to that level?
It remains to be seen.
Exactly. So you can't.
I don't think so. I don't think he can.
Why though? Why?
Is he better than Enrique and Tuchel?
No, but what he's doing with this United team, you don't think this is like. You don't think he's making like? You don't think he's had a good season so far?
Where are we in the table? Fourth.
Yeah.
What's our goal difference?
Yeah, but that just shows.
I don't even know our goal difference.
Out and out striker, bro. Like we create so many chances. You see these chances we create, like all these cutbacks and shit. We're not creating that under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We're not doing that under Ragnick. We're sitting back, waiting for the.
I already said.
Take an encounter. But
I already said, mate. Win a trophy and then talk to me. Win a trophy this season.
I think he can win. You can win the trophy. Have Europa, Carabao Cup, even the FA Cup. I think.
If he wins the trophy,
I don't know about Europa League, but
if he wins a trophy, fair play. I'll be I'm saying it to you now. I've already said that before. For me, my objective of him was to always win a trophy this season, as we're on a 5-year trophy draw. I said that. So if he wins a trophy, this season, fair play to him. I'll say, you know what, mate, you came in, did your part. You know what I'm saying, and let's see, and we'll progress from there. And if you get more your players, then yeah.
You think he's showing positive signs, like the way he dealt with Rashford today after he overslept, he missed training or some shit, something like that. Disciplinary issues. That was Oli.
But I expect that.
Oli would have started him. Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, we've got a coach, but our standards, our expectations had to kind of drop because we had a terrible manager in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But now we're actually seeing the level we should be at, innit? And this is not our best yet. Like we ain't playing our best football. We haven't got the best players yet. So you just got to be patient. We just got to wait, man. But I actually look forward to United games. But under Oli, I was like, fucking hell, we're getting slapped. Like, I was going into every game with a losing mentality. But now I'm confident my team will win, bro. Like, even today, you see Wolves, yeah? They always turn up against us. But today, they were fucking shocking, bro. They were not, like, it didn't look like they were going to score at all. Like, our defense lockdown, bro. Even though the performance wasn't great, but, like...
I don't know. I don't think Wolves have been great against us for ages.
Happens, bro. Like, even title-winning sides, they do that.
Yeah, Wolves are awful, man.
As long as you get the... Yeah.
So, but anyway, last but not least, obviously, 2023 is coming up. Our next game is Bournemouth. It's got to be a win, innit? Let's be real here. Bournemouth are crap, but before we leave, it's been a great stream. What's your score prediction? Start with you, Dan. What's your score prediction for the Bournemouth game?
When are we playing?
Bournemouth.
When? Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Bournemouth are not a bad team, like.
Nah, they are. Trust me, they are a bad team, bro.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been not great in the last.
I'm going with a 1-0.
In the table, I'm pretty sure they're in the relegation battle.
I think so.
No, the 14th. I think they're 15th or 14th. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still short.
I'm going with 1-0 United. 1-0.
1-0. What did Palace score today? Palace scored 2. So
Yeah.
I'll go 2-0. I'll go 2 or 3-0. 2 or 3-0. 2-3-0. I think
playing at home?
Rashford will have his. I think Rashford will have his moment, and yeah. I think 3-0. David, what you going for?
I'll go 3-0 United. Martial hat trick. Chat shit.
Is he going back to 2020, 2021?
It's called Tony.
No, people don't like him because he doesn't score goals and assists.
I rate him, but
pull up very, very well, even in tight spaces. Like people don't notice these kind of stuff.
But what is he? What is he? Isn't he?
Like we need a gunman, bro. Like we need a finisher.
Yeah, he's not it though. That's what I'm saying. But he's not a good striker.
He's injury prone as well. That's what pisses me off about him, man.
But do you think he's a good striker?
Yeah.
Do you think he's better than Morata?
Morata? I don't really watch Morata like that, I can't lie. But I think Martial, he's a good striker, but he's not world class, you know what I mean?
Like, I want him sold, man.
The thing about Martial is, I think, ability-wise, yes, he's great. He can hold up the ball, he can link up play well. I like that about him. But if you're talking about finishing, he's not the clinical finisher that we'll have. So it depends what you like.
Striker that can link the play. Like, give me Ivan Toney, I'm happy, bro.
No.
Oh, for God's sake, not again. Here we go.
Ivan Toney, that's my guy.
No.
Mitrovic, yeah. I fucking knew this was gonna happen. Oh no, I'm joking, guys.
Get me Mbappe on the Dubai owners, man. Come on.
Mbappe ain't coming United.
No, that's never gonna happen.
He ain't coming to United, man.
I wish. Mbappe
wouldn't be.
United.
I would take him though.
Of course, you would. Anyone would take Mbappe. Like it's Kylian Mbappe. Like he's one of the best strikers right now. Like honestly,
bro.
Better than who?
As a footballer, yeah, he's better than Haaland.
Haaland, yeah. Haaland's a bit overrated in my opinion.
Two different players, in my opinion. But
tapping merchant.
Haaland's just a poacher, but Mbappe, he can play on the wing, he can play up front. Like, he's a good footballer. He's got good fundamentals.
Yeah,
but so does Haaland, though, no?
Nah, but he's not as good as Mbappe, man. Like what Mbappe did for France, I don't think Haaland does that for them. You know, I'll be real. Because obviously Mbappe's more mobile. He's more versatile, and he's got more to his game than just goals, isn't it? So that's why I rate Mbappe over Haaland.
Yeah,
I think they're two different players. Like Haaland's just a natural striker. Mbappe is more of a wide.
Well, like if we're talking ability-wise, then you have to put Mbappe over Haaland, isn't it? It's not really a debate, to be fair.
Well, yeah. Haaland's a good finisher, though. Credit to him, but he's doing well, though. 20 goals.
Yeah, but Man City need to win the league. I can't have Arsenal win the league, you know. I know so many.
This is so horrible. The fact that our fans are saying we want City to win the league again, it's just so horrible to bloody hear.
I know we shouldn't be in this position, yeah, but I'd rather City win it. Fucking fuck the free-peat. Just do that. I don't want Arsenal fans, yeah, just in my mention.
I don't want either win. I have a brother who supports Man City, and I have a brother who literally stays here every night who supports Arsenal. So how do you think I'm going to feel? I've got fucking either one of them going to win it, and I'm going to never fucking hear the end of it. So it's just like,
you know, Ten Hag could produce a miracle with only 8. No, we're like what? 11 points off Arsenal. You never know. We could, you know, if we go to church,
David, come on. I know you're being positive, bro, but that's too positive for me, man. Come on. Come on, David. You're my guy, bro, but nah, I can't. We will not win.
Now, all jokes aside, I think we can win a trophy. I'll be happy with top 4, but if you win a trophy, that'll be a bonus. We really need a trophy, bro. How long have we had without having a trophy? It's been like 5. What?
Mourinho.
Top 4, man.
We need a trophy.
Top 4 trophy. I don't care about trophies. Top 4. Fans are too obsessed with this top 4.
You would want Champions League though, football, to be fair. Like a Champions League would be the icing on the cake too.
If we win the Europa League and we miss out on top 4, I'll be happy with that. I'll be real.
Yeah, that'd be great too. Because don't forget, Mourinho got sick and he got Europa League and we got in the Champions League, so that would be a win-win. What they're gonna moan about that too? Like seriously, I hate these fans, man. Ridiculous. But anyway, 2022 is over. Let's see how Ten Hag does next season. This season, sorry, not next season. I don't know why I said next season, but anyway, this season we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you all for watching these videos in 2022, and I'll see you in 2023. Happy New Year.
In a bit.